Okay, so right now there is the biggest gold rush happening in e-commerce, and it's something that I've been wanting to talk about for a while, and I think it's going to be really, really important moving forwards and dominating 2025 and beyond. So it is the effective use of a creator network or an affiliate network, and this isn't a new concept or something that has just come out of the blue, but the application and the effectiveness of this strategy has transformed, and for brands it's incredibly exciting, and it's something that every e-commerce business should be really excited about. What's kickstarted this whole, I guess, new wave of creator networks and affiliate networks is TikTok Shop. I think that's been the catalyst for this incredible shift to using the power of micro influencers and using affiliates to create really sustainable brands and really generate millions of views and millions of dollars. TikTok Shop alone, just in the US and I think in Asia as well, is generating billions and billions of dollars for the platform, and it's only going to increase. Like, that's just a given. There's no slowing this down at this point in time. You can see Instagram's social commerce revenues at $37 billion as well. It's a huge behemoth of a movement where these platforms want us to purchase on their platform instead of pushing off to Shopify or to wherever your website is hosted. So that's why they're going to continue to push creators that are serving that goal of theirs, and also businesses that fit that mold are only going to continue to succeed. So what is a creator network? It's like an army or a group of creators who use social media to promote your brand. Now, the key is they are not influencers, but authentic creators who can become powerful advocates for your brand. So it's really, really important to distinguish the difference between influencers, who are traditionally people with huge followings and they obviously have a lot of influence, compared to a creator network, which could just be random people that don't even show their face and they just create content for you as an affiliate, and they push your products without being influencers per se. It's so much more powerful because people trust authentic recommendations so much more than an influencer now. People don't care about what a big influencer has to say anymore. They're sick of being sold to. They're sick of these inauthentic posts from influencers who are contractually obliged to post about a product that more often than not they don't actually use, or they've been gifted a product and they feel like they have to post about it. So there's no authenticity there, and there's no reason for them to be the source of truth and to really get someone to convert and become a customer as well. So that's why the power now lies with the individuals who are not worried about posting a product. So say they had a big following. If they have a big following, say there's an individual that has a big following, they don't want to post your product if you send it to them because they feel like they're doing it for free and they're doing themselves a disservice because they feel like they should get paid for it. Where a creator network, they don't care about that because they don't have a big following and they don't have to worry about who they're posting their products to or why they're posting it. They're motivated by something else, which we'll get into in a second, and I'll go through it and you'll understand why it's really important. So why creator networks the new gold rush? I guess I just mentioned the long-term benefits of aligning with a creator versus a paid influencer collaboration, but the outcomes of doing a really big, expensive paid influencer collaboration is you potentially might get a few sales, you might get a few clicks and a follows, and then it's done. There's no ongoing incentive for that influencer to continue to post your products. And yes, you do get edge cases where they use your products authentically and they love it and they just push them organically, but they are very far and few between, and it's not something that you can control. But the flip side of that, and why a creator network is so important, is what if you had a whole group of people who were posting about your products every single day, and they're incentivized to do so because when they post, they actually earn money. Now, how do they earn money? It's because they are affiliates. So when they post about your product, they push people to your product page, someone checks out, and then they earn a commission based on that sale that they generate. So for them, the incentive is to post as much as possible and to push your product as much as possible. because they can earn more money, and the opportunity for them to receive something great, which is what they're trying to do, and earn money, is there, compared to an influencer where you pay them up front, they post your product, and then it's done. That's conversation over. That's end of them and your brand working together. Now, just touched on this, but short form videos, especially on TikTok, are driving millions and millions of views every single day and every single minute. And a single creator can generate tens, if not hundreds of thousands, if they understand that platform and how to natively create content. TikTok Shop is the poster child for this. It's the frame. The TikTok Shop is the poster child for this, but the framework is the same and repeatable across any platform. And you don't need to use TikTok Shop to be able to accomplish this create a network effect. It's just a really good model that has shown everyone in the world how it works and why it works, because it's native to the platform. People are incentivized to post. People are sharing their results in terms of how much they're earning from revenue, and more people are starting to get involved, and all these TikTok Shop creators are starting to get involved. So that's why I've written that as terms of TikTok Shop is the poster child, but the application and the framework is repeatable across all of the platforms, and it's something that the really big brands and the really smart creators and people are starting to realize. So how does this work for a business? How do they actually create a network, and how do they have an affiliate network that works for them? This is a very, very brief overview, but I think it just puts into perspective how it would actually work. So say if we were just using Jada Silver Supplements as my business model, what I would come up with is an affiliate offer that I wanted to actually work on this whole project with. So a good way to think about it is, instead of, well, what do? Is you take your target CPA from Meta, for example. So say if my target for every sale of my supplement brand was $20 on Meta, I know that I can afford to spend that with my affiliates. Now I could spend more, I could spend less, I could do it as a percentage of each product sold, whatever you may be. But just for this example, we're doing a $20 per sale on a commission only. So I'm not paying these creators retainers, I'm just paying them commission only. What happens is, maybe I've got 3 affiliates. They've got their accounts that they're going to be posting on about my brand. So they may have their personal account that they're posting on, or they may have faceless ones. So this creator's got 1, this creator's got 4, this creator's got 5 or 6 or 8 accounts. They can be a mix of personal, they can be a mix of faceless and personal, all of these things. They all have their own custom affiliate links that we provide to them using a platform like Social Snowball, for example. What happens is they drive traffic to their custom links or their custom landing page. They generate sales through the content that they're constantly creating every day. Those people come in, they order from me, and then what happens is, me as a business, I pay these creators the $20 every single time they generate a sale, and the cycle just kicks over again. And you can see here how there's this flywheel of these people are incentivized to just continually push as much content as possible, because when they do, they generate sales, and then they earn as much as they possibly can from me. So you start to create this really amazing and really powerful framework and circle of these guys are incentivized to create as much content as possible and be as authentic as possible to get other people to purchase. And then you as a business, you are only paying these people on the sales that they generate. So it becomes really, really profitable, because you're not outlaying cash into Meta and hoping that your ads work. You're not outlaying cash onto Google and hoping that your ads hit or that you show up in the right search results. So this is like the key to this model, is you're only paying them if they generate sales, compared to when you're pumping heaps of money into an ad account and hoping the ads convert and you scale the winners. Or, as we've already mentioned, if you pay an expensive influencer up front, there's no guarantee of results, whereas this is a guarantee of results if the creators are doing the work. So it's a really powerful process and business that they may have. Now, I just written these here as like, as an example of when I say like faceless accounts, maybe they've got something like this. I'll show you, I don't know if I have an example. Yes, I do. So what happens is that there's this one model is where we have an endless amounts of accounts being created by the affiliates on the business's behalf. So you could also try and find bigger creators who become more exclusive affiliates and only create for one brand or leverage an existing audience that they have. But what this model does is actually lowers the barrier to entry, because you don't need a big following. You can create 5, 10, 15 of these business accounts, and these aren't actually owned by the business themselves. These are all created by these affiliates that I mentioned up here, and this is why they're the faceless accounts. So they could have all of these accounts like this, same as these examples here. If we look at one of the top performing examples in a minute, you'll see what I mean. But everything could be faceless. The creators could manage multiple accounts, and their earnings potential is in the fate of their own hands. The more they post, the more they test and iterate, the more success they will find, and the positive reinforcement loop is created. Now, the incentive for you to provide these affiliates with everything they need perfectly aligns with your goals and growing profitably, because you can be as hands-off or as involved as you want. But if you provide them with the highest quality content they need, information on past performance and what's working in the market, they have a much better chance of success. So if they're motivated to have success, they're going to go out and find that success, and you're going to have success because they're going to be generating more profitable sales for you. This is a top performing example of a faceless...
What if I eat a full pack? Never eat more.
A faceless account that had like 6.9 million views, 400,000 likes. It's all AI voiceover. There's no one showing their face. It's a faceless account that someone's created as an affiliate. This is what I mean by saying that they can create all these accounts and be driving thousands, if not tens of thousands of sales for your business. So this is the future of e-commerce right now, where you can manufacture virality, because the power and reach of your army of creators. If you think about just what one viral video can do, imagine 1 million people seeing your product, or what that's going to do to your business, and how that flow-on effect starts to bring in more creators and starts to bring on more people that want to try your products. This strategy, I think, will become mainstream at some point, and there may even be pushback to people being able to create multiple branded accounts, but it will evolve over time, and there'll be ways around it, and there'll be nuances that people can exploit. And I think that's why the framework of the strategy won't change, but maybe the application will. And what also will not change is the power of word of mouth marketing, and that real recommendations sell and will also convert better than anything else. And ads will become more expensive, and competition for each product the same, but what other brands can't compete with is a real person using your product authentically and creating content that turns viewers into customers. So that's why this whole model is so powerful. And if you look at brands like Comfort hoodies or Pura Vida bracelets, they are built on this kind of affiliate network, real creators pushing their products, and they've built these amazing, powerfully huge businesses. And the benefit is, once you build your network, it's very hard for competition to take that away from you. You already have the loyal following, the trust built, and the reach across countless demographics that they simply cannot spend enough, no matter what they do, to take that away from you. It's just really hard to knock you off your perch once you get there. This video is a very high-level, brief overview of the creator network strategy, but what I'm going to do is start breaking it down step by step, the process from outreach, building the program, account creation, implementation, and moving forwards after that. So make sure you share it with anyone that you think will find this interesting, or follow along for the next videos, because I'm going to break down exactly step by step how to actually achieve what these bigger brands are doing, and how to stay relevant, how to outreach to customers, how to talk to them, how to incentivize them, what offers to create, the application for them, giving them all the tools that they need. And yeah, hopefully it can provide a lot of value for you as a business owner wanting to create your own creator network. Thanks.